What is going on? Jesse Burrell here, host of BatchTV, and I'm coming back with another reaction video. So I was scrolling through YouTube and came across another Grant Cardone video. So I've been in real estate for about 8 years. Uncle G definitely likes to talk real estate. He does a lot of multifamily. So I was really curious on what he had to say. I like some things that he does, and I really dislike some of the advice he gives. So I'm curious to see if I'm gonna like or dislike this today. So the name of the video is The Truth About Home Investing, Grant Cardone. Let's get into it.
Look, houses were made for banks. Okay, houses were not made for people.
All right, he starts off, houses were made for banks, they're not made for people. That's gonna really capture your interest. That's kind of true, but I disagree too, to where a lot of people wanted to get housings in the 30s, 40s, and 50s after the wars, and banks made it possible so people didn't actually have to pay cash for houses and were able to have a 30-year loan to get into homes and start those families. So, I mean, he's kind of giving one angle, but definitely banks are in it for money for sure.
You need to live somewhere, but you do not need to sign a 30-year note for the place you live in. House is a ball and a chain that's in the cement, and you can't leave it. Yeah. Okay,
you can't leave it. You can't sell your house. So, for example, I've had a lot of success with buying houses and selling them. My first house I bought in Scottsdale in 2014 for $78,000. I sold it 2 years later for $120,000. So I don't know where he's coming from, but I've done good with primary houses and moving from one house to the next.
You do not want to buy a house. One door is not an investment. One door is a liability. Yeah. A car is a better investment than a house is.
This dude's crazy. He just said a car is a better investment than a house. I've never bought a car, held on to it for 2.5 years, and made $40,000. Now, the next house I moved into, I bought for $450,000. I'm keeping it now as an Airbnb, so it does make me money now, and it's worth $850,000. I don't have any cars that have ever made me money, but as I keep moving from one house to the next, sorry microphone, whoops, one house to the next, I have made a lot of money, and I've created a lot of my net worth by purchasing a house and then going to a next house and either selling it, and if you own it for longer than 2 years, you actually don't have to pay any taxes on it if you make less than $250,000. So Uncle G isn't doing so good yet. And we're only 28 seconds into this thing.
I would buy a car before I bought a house.
Really?
I'd buy a boat. I think I might buy a boat before. And a boat is like as bad as it is. A house.
All right. A boat stands for bust out another 1,000. This dude is getting crazy. I'm not sure what his point is, so let's keep going.
Is because you guys have been hypnotized. You have been lied to so heavily. Nobody wants to hear this conversation. I mean, you want to have a 2-hour argument at dinner? Just say, hey, a house is a dumb asset for assets. It was for banks, man. Those houses were built for banks. Yeah. You would not have the banking industry today if it wasn't for home loans. The only thing I buy is multifamily or office, possibly office.
All right, so I think he's trying to spin you should buy multifamily or office buildings, and that's exactly what his fund buys, and he wants people to buy into their fund. I would never advise to buy into something like that before you buy a house and keep all the asset of that home. He is absolutely out of his mind. I don't get it. Like, this is the most ridiculous video I've truly ever seen. And I like a lot of things that Grant does. He's a great marketer. He's great at getting eyes on him. But seriously, guys, this is a joke. Like, this is the worst advice. And if people actually take this, I'm sorry that you are. I really am.
Office, income-producing properties.
Something that pays you.
They have to cash flow from.
Okay, he talks about something that cash flow and pays you, but you have to start somewhere. You could even start with a house hack. You could literally buy a house, a 3-bedroom if you're a single dude that's 24. You could rent out the other rooms, and it will potentially pay your mortgage and or cash flow if you get a really good deal. So he's not telling the whole truth. And then what you could do is this, then you could rent out your room if you go to buy a next house, and now you have a cash flow asset. So you could buy your first house that you live in, and you could start moving up houses and keep those as rentals. And I think that's actually the best strategy if you're just getting started.
Month one. You know, somebody said the other day, man, you're really blessed. I said, no, dude, I'm proving it. I'm proving that I'm blessed. I'm not interested. God doesn't need to be recognized as blessing me. God has zero, like he's not putting a mark on the board. I need to prove that I'm blessed. He already did his work. I need to do my work now. You guys need to go out and prove that you're blessed. You need to get grateful, full of greatness. And do I need to be grateful? Dude, I'm grateful for everything. But I'm not spending time on grateful. I'm spending time on how do I fulfill my...
So now he's going off on a Grant tangent. What does this have to do with anything? I'm not sure. I'm grateful too for everything that's been brought to me, but I have no idea what this has to do with buying a boat or a car that's a better investment than a house. Sometimes it's, dude, I swear.
Fulfill my potential. That is the great payback. Like if there's a God, a higher power, whatever you want to call it, him, her, it. Right. Dude, the great payback is to prove it, is to fulfill the potential.
So guys, obviously I'm in disagreement with Grant Cardone today. I think buying a house and then moving up or renting bedrooms or finding creative ways to get that first asset under your belt is huge. I would never tell you to buy a boat or a car instead. So do you believe in what Uncle G has to say, or are you more on my side? Throw them in the comments. I want to hear what you have to say. If you like these reaction videos, let me know and I'll keep doing them. And if you like this video, it's completely free. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll keep giving you more great content. Until next time, let's get it.